In the traders war room, warring with the market every day. We on Zoom, never gonna quit. Ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude. Come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors.
After the video, check out short promos of TWR's hottest products and services. All right, so we got a lot of news to talk about, but we're going to start off with the Tesla Cybertruck. I watched the majority of this, and I was impressed. I thought the Cybertruck kind of hit the expectations. You know, it's a little funky of a shape, but it's kind of growing on me. You know, I like the fact that they were innovative, and they literally created a new element to make this, you know, something that was never done before, and it's bulletproof. And I like that fact that Musk was like, why did we make it bulletproof? Well, why not? And, you know, I love the gangster movies, and he used the reference of, you know, Al Capone and stuff like that, and that kind of got me, you know, so I'm a fan of that. Also, utility-wise, a 6-bed truck, you know, the towing capacity, all the stuff that you want out of a truck utility-wise, it can do. Plus, it kind of had the mobility of a car that was impressive as well. And the price target, you know, it's a little steep, but I'm sure once they start getting production and stuff like that, and if it catches on, the price will come back down for a little bit. So definitely interested, and, you know, I'll be paying attention to this. So we'll have to watch Tesla stock and see if investors are enjoying the presentation and are, you know, bullish on the future with the Cybertruck into the Tesla market. So you heard about the big breakup between Goldman Sachs and the Apple card. You know, this is interesting. Apple probably will suffer a little bit here. You know, I got to read a little bit more to understand the fine print on why the breakup, you know, has happened, or they say potential breakup with Goldman Sachs, but it's definitely causing some ripple effects. And what you'll probably see is a little dip going with the Apple side, and you might even see a spike with Goldman because it'll free up a little bit capital, because I think from what I read is Goldman actually was losing money with utilizing the Apple Card stuff, and if they extinguish their relationship with the Apple Card, that'll free up some of their monies for other investment stuff. So you might see a little bit of a bullish push in Goldman Sachs. So it'd be interesting to see how this one unfolds, but definitely probably a little bit bearish on Apple moving forward if this kind of plays out a little bit, and a little bullish on Goldman Sachs. Salesforce, it's being touted as a fantastic company, you know, great growth potential and stuff like that, but they don't expect it to have much more of the explosive growth upside, and so they're expecting it to cool down significantly moving forward, which would go back to its old ways of processing business, which would go back and probably look for a little cool down on this particular stock. So I'd be looking to probably, you know, wait for this to start showing the signs of the pullback, and then we probably can start shorting this for a decent little run back and cool down over the next few months going into 2024. I thought this was interesting. Almost $6 trillion cash pile in money markets that may need to start being redeployed. And this got me thinking, you know, it has to be, you know, redeployed, and that would be flushing into what aspects of the market, you know, where is it going to go and stuff like that. And so, you know, that'd be interesting for institutions and money managers on where they're going to start redeploying the money market funds back into the market and what areas they're going to go into. You know, I could definitely think of a few areas, and we could probably see some decent little push. But if I had to gamble, I would assume that they're probably going to go and get into some of these places that have the most growth potential in 2024. And I'm not saying like the Apples and stuff like this, because the growth potential for those, they're stable. Yes, are they going to grow? Yeah, but are they going to grow at a high rate? Probably not, because they're already such a high market cap, right? We're talking about some of these mid to small cap huge growth potentials that are the small dogs that are coming to start knocking on the big dog's door. That's where the money might start going into. So definitely start looking at the IWM and start looking at some of the stocks that have, strong buys and buys, but are unprofitable, but have a path towards profitability and have good fundamentals. That's probably where money's going to start being redeployed. And those are the ones that you probably want to start looking at to get into for 2024. And finally, two things. Bulls control the stock market, and they're looking to push the S&P to the all-time high. So look for some explosive growth pushing the S&P and the IWM closing out 2024. December is going to be very exciting. I got a feeling we'll probably get a nice little cool down first before we start getting an explosive push towards the end of the year. And Disney's going to bring back their dividend after cutting it. This might be a little something towards that activist type of thing that's coming from Nelson Peltz. Who knows? We'll end up seeing what happens with this, but definitely people have been waiting for this. This is another reason to go ahead and start getting bullish on Disney, start buying into shares. Disney has a price target over the next 5 to 10 years of $300. It's a $300 stock, guys, okay? It's into everything. Great growth potential. So this is one of those forever stocks. Start buying shares, work your way up to 10 shares, work your way then to 100 shares, work your way to 1,000 shares, and start reaping the benefits of the dividend. That's my, suggestion, because I own Disney and it's a forever stock for me. Overall market is bullish, momentum bearish. DIA was your leader and health sector was the hottest. You could see that the IWM and the Q were your biggest change in sector performance. Looking at your biggest gainers and losers, we'll have some charts on some of these later in this video, looking for some continuation. Sector performance, healthcare the hottest, communication services the lagger, sector rotation, real estate the biggest push. Market predictions, SPY bear, QQQ bear, and IWM bear. A lot of news pumping out, mostly about the bulls and the bears. You got insider transactions popping around, a lot of selling going on, and some upcoming earnings. For the options, here's your market net flow, total market, and your top flow. Of course, SPX, SPY, NVDA, coin. Sector flow, technology leading the way, consumer cyclical, financial. Highest call volume change, look at XLF right there. Shop, Roku, PDD. Those are things to look for. Oh, SLV. Put volume change, look XLF, American Airlines, EFA. Definitely paying attention. Highest call premium and put premium change. Coins, Snow, PDD. Look at that XLF, Cisco, JPM, Roku. We also got Vail Plug looking good with OI change. On the put side, American Airlines. Here's some cheapies. Here's some leaps. Pause these and definitely look at these. And we'll cover some of the charts, but these are cheap. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more time on these because some of these cheapies are fantastic for the smaller accounts, okay? Now, when you're looking at these cheap contracts, these are cheap, usually out of the money, and they're high volume, high liquid. So they're anticipating a very dramatic movement, hoping to go into the direction, but definitely not anticipating to meet the strike. These are more catching volatility and volume towards the target. Now the leaps are interesting. A lot of these are way out of the money leaps and very, very inexpensive. Some of these I'm not really interested in, but there's a couple. I like the Mara leap. I think that one is interesting there on the put, pushing out. American Airlines, I think that one's interesting. The Riley, I think that's interesting. But the Tesla and the SPY one, I think that's a little, kind of a little too much, wishing for, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, basically, wishing for too much. But hey, cheap, worth a shot, I guess, maybe as a hedge. Who knows? And here's those most out of the money ones. I'm not really too interested in this. Some of these are way too far out the money for my liking. Usually, for me personally, when I go out the money, I'm looking for a 10% to 15% out the money range, depending on what stock I'm going in. If I'm looking at SPY, the Q, or the IWM, I'm usually trying to get within a range of 2 to 3% out the money, as long as I have time on there so theta doesn't come knocking. So that's usually where I'm looking. Some of these are very, very extremely out the money, and I don't really trust the validity of them actually coming to fruition. So, but definitely worth taking a look at them and doing some TA and DD on them as well, because it could give you a nice little bang for your buck, and also kind of give you ideas on things to look at as far as derivatives. Now, I got asked to start doing some crypto stuff. I don't typically trade too much crypto, but I want to make sure I hit something for everybody, every budget, every style, like I say I do. So I'm going to give you guys some of the crypto stuff. So when we're looking at the crypto market, overall we're bullish. We're looking at the best coin, and it's the Ethereum, right? We're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at Litecoin, and overall, the Ethereum is the best one performing so far, at least today in today's crypto market. You can look at the BTC daily price, the ETC daily price there as well. Looking at, we got, some decent, leg down to the downside. So we could potentially have a little bit more downward pressure going forward, which would be interesting to see. But anytime the market typically struggles, if we got a bearish overall market, the crypto market usually gets a little bit of buzz. So watch for that correlation. If the regular equity market is struggling, look towards the crypto market for a little bit of a bullish push. Here's your LTC daily price. Now this is actually looking really bullish, looking like we got kind of a cup and handle here, looking for the push to the upside. I'd actually almost, think about trading this one, to be honest with you, because I like this for a break to the upside. Got some biggest gainers, for your coins with the largest bullish movement on the day. Here's some of your biggest losers. And then we got market predictions looking like the BTC, the ETH, and the LTC all looking bullish, as the equity market is overall bearish. So again, watch for that correlation as the equity markets kind of shift towards a downside slide. Watch for the crypto to start sliding to the upside. Now, what I do like to do is I like to trade coin. So I'll be looking to trade coin, probably bullish off of the sentiment. If I see some, bullish sentiment in the crypto market, I'll look to trade coin to the upside. So something I was going to add starting with this video is chatter on social media. I want you guys to look at this. Green is bullish chatter, red is bearish chatter, and you got daily top chatter. So AI, Tesla, SPY, NVDA, QQQ, those were the big ones, and you can see the chatter based off of, the algorithm that pulled off of your bullish chatter is green, bearish chatter is red. Then you take this daily chatter and you compile it thus far, and you can see what the overall sentiment is on social media presence. And this goes off of X, it goes off of, Facebook, it goes off of Reddit, all of the main streams that we utilize for stock talk and stuff like that. It calculates it and it pushes out. So this is a great tool to look to see what people are talking about and what direction people are thinking the stock is going to go. This is an overall top chatter history. This is historical top chatter mentions. It goes over basically the top ones that people are really talking about. AI, Tesla, SPY, NVDA, Carvana. These are the ones that people are really pushing out and discussing in detail on social media. Now, I like this chart because this is giving you detailed statistics based off of mentions, average likes, and the change in either positive or negative, which gives you an overall idea of kind of the sentiment gauge. And it has a whole bunch of different popular stocks. And the reason why I like this is because we're always looking for the next thing, right? We're looking for those 5 stocks, the 5-3-1 method, right? 5 stocks to pay attention to, right? 3 reasons why to buy, 1 reason why to get into the trade, and to exit and profit. This is cutting through all those stocks and giving you targets to pay attention to. It's helping that, and I like this a lot. GM, AMD, VIX, NEO, PLTR. It's giving you guys ideas to go ahead and go, you know what? People are talking about this. Maybe I should go look at the Docu Chart and see if I'm seeing what people are talking about. And then it's giving you the change in sentiment. So it's like maybe, yesterday it was, positive, right? It was green. And all of a sudden today it's 0 or it's negative, right? It turned kind of bearish. Well, what happened? You can go back and you can see, oh man, Meta was bullish, early in the week and now it's bearish. Well, they got this law investigation case out against them, so on and so forth. It's just something, an edge, to give you an edge, an idea to make informed decisions. That's why I like it, man. We always need tools on our tool belt to go ahead and attack. I keep the stocks simple, guys. 3 colors you need to focus on: purple, blue, red. Purple, that's our battle zone, okay? That's where we're at currently. Blue, that's our high target area. If we start to peak above the battle zone, we're looking for the movement to the blue area. If we start to break from the battle zone to the downside, that's the red, the low target zone. If I got some other things that I'm interested in, I'll usually use the orange lines. And if there's an area of concern, I'll put that in like a rectangle yellow box. All right, the first stock I want to talk about is this penny stock, Green Giant Incorporated. Look at this dump, okay? $1.74 all the way down to like 15 cents off of an S8 filing. And then it popped back up to like 24 cents. Guys, look for some sort of pullback in pre-market and get yourself 1,000 shares of this just in case, because when you see dramatic dumps like this, most likely it's an overreaction, knee jerk, and the likelihood of a significant rejection and push. I mean, you may not get all the way back to 1.6, 1.7 and stuff, but to 40 cents, 60 cents from this knee-jerk reaction, definitely plausible, man. And that is a payday, guys. So I'm going to go and look for this in pre-market and probably go in pretty deep, man. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't go in and try to scoop up 5,000 shares of this just to see if I can go ahead and get a push towards like 80 cents or something. Another one I'm paying attention to is Pixie. Guys, I remember when Pixie was below $1. And look at this thing. 2 years later, we're above 12. If you guys were with me back 2 years ago when we started buying shares, and you're holding those, congrats. But we're looking for new trades as well. Definitely looking for the battle zone, pushing and continuation. But these, when they pop like this and you get almost, the 50%, 100% pushes and stuff like that, usually you'll get some sort of pullback unless the news is super, super good. So we'll see what happens tomorrow during pre-market and once the bell rings during regular hours. And we're paying attention to CLSK. What a big dump after hours. I like this one for potentially a little bounce play, okay? You definitely had the tower top candle formation and a huge dump going from 650 all the way down to about 525, and then a sharp reverse bounce back up to 550s. We could see another leg to the downside. However, I would like to probably see this range and bounce around this 525 to 6 25 area, and we could definitely catch some momentum on this particular trade. Now, getting into some of the big boys, I promised you guys I would push some penny stocks and stuff like that, and I am feeling that promise. Now, let's talk about the big boys. Tesla definitely looked a little bit of weak here recently, but I like this area where we're at for a push to the upside. 235. I got the ranges. Remember, we're in range of $10 off of our battle zone. I told you guys this thing likes to trade within fives and tens, guys. Okay, so 235, we're looking for that push to 240, or we're looking for the dump to 230. I got a feeling we'll probably get a little bit of a rejection and then probably some bullish momentum if the market is strong. So I would be looking for a bullish push to pick up some of this, momentum that we lost and to go push back up to 240. Path had pretty decent earning report, as you can see by that large engulfing candlestick. Probably looking for a little bit of a pullback, but it could hold this level and we could see it go higher. Definitely, if it can hold this area where it's at, 25 is in the range. So we got the battle zone and we're looking for the push, continuation to 23 or pull back to 21. ULTA is nothing but a beast. Now, I put this on your radar the other day in the video, so congrats to those that paid attention and went ahead and got the trade and put the lotto in for earnings, because this absolutely was a firecracker, and this was one that you could have gone way out the money. We had a target potentially of 5 on this one. We're probably looking at 5 here in 2024. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of a pullback. We've had a very huge run. I mean, from 425 all the way up to 477. That's a very big move. We could get some continuation, but if the market is weak overall, I think ULTA probably gets a little bit of a pullback from people profit taking. So I do have my bottom target at 465 for a little cool down bounce area. This got a huge push because Aviv was going to buy this to increase their cancer market of drug immunotherapy, research stuff. So we're looking for, some continuation from this as well. Typically, when you get these other companies that, state they're going to buy things and get these huge pushes, it'll end up kind of consolidating at this top line period. I know a lot of people want to go short on this because you're looking at this like, whoa, it's a $16 push. It's up at 30 bucks. It got to come back down. But a lot of times it's institutional money that's going to keep it elevated, and it's just going to, fizz out at the top, and you're not going to see really too much fluctuation because it's looking to purchase it at a certain price range. So just be careful. If we see some decent give back on this one, we'll go ahead and go short on it. But other than that, we're probably just going to watch it and see if we get the break out of the battle zone. Meta, man, I've been telling you guys for weeks. Meta, short. Meta, short. And we got paid today. Those of you that did that vertical spread to the downside with me, you guys absolutely made money. And we still might got another leg to the downside with this case pending. So we'll have to pay attention, but I wouldn't be surprised if this level here starts to get some interest and we start to get the push back up into the 230s, because I did have my target at the 225 area, or 325 area for the rejection, and it did pretty much that. We flushed a little bit, almost the 320. 322 bounced pretty heavily back up to that 325. So I do think that we probably get and find support here, and we start to creep back up to 330 in range in that area. But if this news with this investigation stuff holds, then we'll probably get rejection at that 230 level, and we'll come back down for another leg to the downside where 320 will be our target. And Apple, a lot of people are bullish on Apple. It's hard to bet against the general, but I'm going to go out and say it, man. I'm going to say puts on Apple, okay? Do we get a little bit of a bullish push? Yes, I think we do. We break to the upside. I think then we reject and we start to climb back into the 180s. Okay. 187, I think by next week makes sense to me. And I'm going to say it now. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and give you one. So this is the trade I'm going to look into getting tomorrow. I'm going to look for the 185 put. I want to try to get this in between this $80 and $90 price target. If I can get a better deal on this, I will. I think this time frame gives us enough time, pushing out till the 15th of December, gives us enough time for a little bit of a bullish push through volatility to allow for the dump to mature so we can go ahead and capitalize on the downtrending momentum that I think is going to happen. So I like this trade. This is going to be the first trade for December of 2023, and we're going to look to close out December and go into 2024, hopefully with a 100% win rate on YouTube trades. If you want the play-by-play, you got to join the team. All the links to all the platforms are in the description. Now, let's check out some hot TWR products and services. I'm going to start off talking about TWR's trading platform storefront. You can go directly to upgrade chat/TWR, or you can go to the website where we have access as well. But I want to talk about the different platforms we have and what we offer our clients. Our penny stock and stock alerts platform is fantastic. If it's under $20 and it's moving and shaking, we're trying to make a trade on it. Right now, the penny and small cap stock market is extremely hot and it's explosive, and a lot of money is to be made. So if you enjoy trading penny and stock alerts, this is the platform that you want to get spun up on and join. Next, let's talk about TWR's text message alerts. Individuals love this application because it's alerts that are simplified. They're sent via text message right to your phone, and people love the high quality alerts that are very simple. Buy now, sell now, look at this. It cuts the noise out of the larger applications and the dings and pings and just gets straight to the money making alerts. People love that. So if you want to cut the noise and just get strictly to business so that you can make money off of high quality alerts, the text message platform is for you. Next, let's talk about the InstaMessage platform. So we created the InstaMessage platform because individuals wanted a less aggressive platform that hosted a variety of alerts and offered some technical analysis tools, but wasn't as overwhelming as some of the more aggressive platforms like the Discord. So we created the InstaMessage alerts platform. TWR staff picks the most high quality alerts of the week from TWR, pushes them on the platform, covers all stocks, options, crypto, future, forex, and sports betting, and we push the best alerts right there in one channel, so it's very simple and very clean. And you got another channel that is just strictly for communication with other members or utilize the technical analysis, charting, and DD bots. So it's very simple, it's less noise, more alerts, and it is less dings and pings for you so you don't get analysis paralysis and overwhelmed from the more aggressive platforms. Now, let's talk about our original flagship, the Discord platform. This is what started TWR. This is our everything, all access, everything we got. This is where we have 150 different channels, over 40 analysts, all the live trading, all the chat floors, all the professional traders that are mentoring and coaching, the learning lab, all of the algorithms that are pushing the signals. I have over 100 signals that push out alerts every single day, 40 analysts that push out alerts real time every single day. This is the one-stop shop, something for everyone, every style, and every budget, guys. I'm telling you, TWR, if you can't find something for your trading and investing journey on one of our platforms, then you need to let me know so that I can create it and get you on a platform, because we have a true one-stop shop for every type of trader and investor out there. Now, on some of our platforms, we offer package deals for multiple months. Our InstaMessage platform, we offer a 3-month deal where you can save $20. Our TWR Discord platform, we offer a 3-month deal where you can save $20. But if you want to save some serious money, We offer the big packages as well. We have an annual discount on the Discord where you can save over $180. And we have a brand new, never did this before, but we were asked to do this by a couple members, a lifetime all access to all platforms that TWR has currently and forever. If we ever create another platform in the TWR's lifespan, you get access to that one-time payment. Everything we offer TWR for lifetime, you're alumni forever. So we created it. It was asked by the members. You guys always ask for things. We always try our best to create it, so we did that. So we have the big boy packages as well for people. We've already sold a few of the annual plans, and a couple people have inquired about the lifetime, but definitely we got something for everybody, every style, and every budget on the TWR platform. And I don't want to forget about our trading clubs. Listen, our trading clubs are a fantastic opportunity for you to get some skin in the game, have some fun, and learn to trade. And if you even know how to trade, just allow another person to trade an account so that you can kind of relax and make some money. TWR pools the money together. We trade the account, and then when the club ends, we distribute the money evenly among all the members. The current rounds that we have going right now end on 22 December. The accounts will be liquidated, and then equal profit and loss distribution will be sent out to all the members. So if you're interested, go to the link right there. You can read more about what each entails and go ahead and sign up for it, and you get invited to a private chat group where you get access to the trades that we're taking, and you can have direct communication with either me or Shiner and ask any questions you want about any of the trades. It's a great opportunity, specifically if you don't have time to trade on your own, or you just want a little bit of guidance on someone else trading something, just to ask some questions and have some fun trading and investing.
In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stock.